The long-awaited clash at UFC 319 has finally come to an end, delivering exactly what MMA fans were hoping for, as they witnessed a thrilling showdown between Khamzat Chimaev and Dricus Du Plessis on Saturday night, with UFC experts also sharing their valuable insights on this memorable fight.
Feeling right now, my friend?
I like I like normal fights. Not I like to be in the cage more than outside, so it was fun. Last minute, get some punches. Yeah, happy.
There is a new UFC middleweight champion. His name, Khamzat Chimaev. One of the most dominant performances that we've ever seen in a UFC title fight ever. He beats Dricus Du Plessis.
I'm not making it up! I'm not making it up! I'm not making it up! He avoided combat at all costs! You're a human! Get out of this combat! He shot looked like it could have hurt! Looked like it could have hurt! Chimaev landed a punch that maybe could have caused damage to his opponent! He did it again! That actually might have hurt Dricus! There might be a chance that Dricus winced at that shot! What are we doing, dude? We can't put this on Paramount! We can't put this on Paramount! Cancel the deal!
Dricus gets on top. Dricus is in mount! Dricus is in mount!
No!
Tends to use explosive leg, heels to the floor, sit-up torso kind of get-ups. These require a lot of energy and they create a lot of motion. It's a big problem. But if I'm Dricus, I'm just hanging out. Yeah, all right. So Khamzat Chimaev is your new champion. Bro, I have so much to say on the post-fight show. I have so much to say about that performance. I have so much to say about that.
Big kick from Dricus! Chimaev shoots in and gets it. It's over, chat. He got the body lock again. He avoided combat again. Back to his position against the cage, holding another man up against the cage and knee in the thigh. Oh no, dude! What's Chimaev? Dude! 5 seconds left! Anything could happen! Oh no, nothing happened.
The boogeyman becomes the champion.
Yeah. 50 to 44 on all three judges' scorecards. It goes the distance. And the best way to describe this fight, in my opinion, was domination. Absolute, total domination. Just listen very quickly to some of these numbers here. Khamzat Chimaev landed 510 strikes, according to ESPN's Fight Center. 510 strikes.
I think that's alone. Hopefully. Yeah. Yeah, well. I get like 2 more. Yeah, here's what we put these on last segment. I think my mom got to put one.
Former middleweight champion Israel Adesanya predicted that Khamzat Chimaev would start aggressively but believed Dricus Du Plessis could withstand the early pressure. He felt the later rounds favored DDP, even expecting a TKO around the third or fourth round. Adesanya also noted that an early first-round finish was possible for Chimaev, but ultimately backed Du Plessis.
He's going to go after him from the get-go. But DDP, I think, can weather the storm and probably finish Khamzat later on. Because Khamzat, if it gets to round 3, 4, 5, it's going to be a problem. Probably won't get to round 5. I say round 3 or 4, DDP. But if Khamzat's going to win, it's going to be in the first round. It's going to be impressive. It's going to be, like, spectacular. It's going to be violent. But, yeah. I'm going to go with DDP. Yeah, I think he'll get it done. I think he's just stubborn. I'm going to go Dricus by late.
St-Pierre said the fight could have gone either way. He noted that Khamzat Chimaev could overwhelm Dricus Du Plessis early if he stayed composed. But if the pace drained him, Du Plessis might recover and secure a late.
Let me tell you what I think. If Chimaev controls his emotions, he's going to win.
Could be because emotion sometimes makes you spend too much energy. But on the other side, it's true, but Dricus Du Plessis, I think he's very underrated. He's much better than what people give him credit for. So it could go both sides. You know, Chimaev can go through, especially if you catch him with his very good inverted katagatame early on in the round. If you put him down and in a scramble when Dricus Du Plessis tried to stand up, he got caught in an inverted katagatame. I can see that happen, but I can also see Dricus wearing down Chimaev and surviving, and then the later round winning the fight. So both scenarios.
Georges St-Pierre highlighted the strengths of both fighters, noting that Khamzat Chimaev excelled in explosive wrestling and takedowns, while Dricus Du Plessis was stronger in close contact, using his pushing, pulling, and lifting power effectively.
And submission as well, but they both can knock each other out.
I'm going to ask you another impossible question. Who's physically stronger, Chimaev or DDP?
I think strength is very it's very specialized. I think in terms of wrestling, takedown, driving, strength could be Chimaev. But I think if they lock body to body, I think could be DDP. You know, pushing, pulling, like more lifting strength. I think it could be DDP. I think more applicable like for wrestling strength be Chimaev.
Meanwhile, Tom Aspinall admitted that Dricus Du Plessis kept surprising him, making it difficult to count him out. He also described Khamzat Chimaev as a relentless force capable of overwhelming opponents, adding that the fight's unpredictability was what made it exciting.
The more I watch him, the less I know about him.
It is super interesting, but Tom, how do you see the fight going? Who wins?
I will never, ever think that DDP is going to lose again. Wow. I just don't know. He just finds a way to win. Against Khamzat Chimaev, though, someone that I've shared a card with a couple of times, in Abu Dhabi, funny enough. Khamzat Chimaev is an absolute beast, man. And if he can get that back control and start that cycle that he does, of dragging guys to the ground, going for the submissions, punching them from there, punishing them, tiring them out. So, mate, the answer is, I don't know. That's why we love it. That's why we love it, because fights like this, they come around every now and again, and you just don't know.
Featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski said that Khamzat Chimaev's ground game was exceptional and often underrated. He believed that even in a single round, Chimaev could outshine anyone in MMA with his grappling and wrestling.
I don't think people know he's a good grappler and be like, oh, hey, he's cool. But when it comes to MMA, grappling, wrestling, I could say he would probably be, if you had one round to prove yourself, one round.
Rampage Jackson said that Khamzat Chimaev made a strong impression at the gym, often dominating training partners with ease. He believed that this intensity set him apart as one of the best fighters to ever pass through
Person who's training inside the gym is Khamzat Chimaev. Compared to all the bodies you've seen come through the gym, where does he stack up?
Man, he's one of the best. You know, we had Khalil Browntree coming there. He's a beast as well. You got what's his name? In Lukin. What's his name? Arman and Lukin.
Arman Sarukian.
Yeah, damn it, I mess up everybody. Arman Sarukian.
Sarukian.
Yeah, he's a beast too. Yeah, but Khamzat, man, he a beast, man. I saw him for a couple of seconds over there, man. He was murking people.
Rampage Jackson described Khamzat Chimaev as a unique fighter, unlike anyone he had ever faced. He compared Chimaev's relentless work ethic and training to that of Michael Bisping, noting their shared drive to push.
Compare that to, you fought the who's who, you've been inside the octagon with John Jones. Who does Khamzat Chimaev remind you of, if anybody at all?
No, he don't. No, he's a different animal. But his work ethic reminds me of Michael Bisping.
Hey.
Yeah, Michael Bisping was always an animal in the gym. That's why I love training with him.
On the other hand, Michael Bisping highlighted Dricus Du Plessis' size, strong jiu-jitsu, and willingness to grapple with Khamzat Chimaev. He praised DDP's strength, toughness, stamina, and finishing power, while noting that the key question was whether Chimaev could sustain his pace over 5 rounds.
He's a gigantic middleweight, walks around at about 230 pounds, diets down to 185. He's got excellent jiu-jitsu. We've seen the videos of him tapping out multiple black belts. He's spoken quite openly that he's going to beat Khamzat at his own game. He's going to go toe-to-toe. He's going to walk him down. He's going to choose to grapple with him and test him down there on the ground. He's big. He's strong. He's got a good gas tank. He's got an excellent chin. And he's got knockout power. So we are going to see if Khamzat Chimaev can really push it over 5 rounds.
Michael Bisping described Dricus Du Plessis as a big, powerful fighter who is difficult to take down. He believed the best approach against Khamzat Chimaev was to confront him directly, forcing him to work for every takedown while staying active and attacking to keep Chimaev on the back foot.
Big dude. He's not going to be easy to take down. Dricus is going to play him at his own game, and that's exactly what he's got to do. You can't run away from Khamzat Chimaev, okay? The man's going to get you. He's going to get a hold of you, and he's going to try and take you down, and he's probably going to be successful. So what do? Then what you're going to do is you're going to meet him head on. You're going to fight him at his own game, and that's exactly what Dricus Du Plessis said that he's going to do. He will get a hold of you, and he probably will take you down. So meet him head on. Make him work for it. The best form of defense is attack. Put Khamzat Chimaev on the back
Daniel Cormier considered Khamzat Chimaev the favorite, given his dominant performance against Robert Whittaker. However, he also acknowledged that Dricus Du Plessis had earned respect with his recent victories and cautioned that underestimating him would be a serious mistake.
Khamzat Chimaev. Yeah. Who emerges from that?
The DDP, man, he is something else. So long we thought he just was bad. He's not. He's really good. He's like really, really good.
Did you ever see that thing with him? Like he's like they show like a clip of Homer Simpson, like doing everything wrong and somehow winning. And they kind of show like the that is.
So he was just. I was like, okay, so Izzy's gonna just counter him. He's too good. He got Izzy down. He was all over Izzy. I mean, he put it on Sean Strickland down. Yeah. That last time. Like,
you gotta respect that stuff.
He's good, man. He's so big, he's so strong.
Meanwhile, UFC superstar Khabib Nurmagomedov highlighted Dricus Du Plessis as a relentless middleweight champion who maintained constant pressure and a high output. He noted that while Du Plessis wasn't the most precise striker, he stayed active, with non-stop punches and kicks, rarely giving opponents a moment to rest.